Hey everyone! Many of you have been wondering why Portugal, so I am going to share with you why I have decided to move to Portugal. There are a couple of reasons that I have chosen Portugal as a country I want to live in and settle down in. In this video, I tell you exactly why. In my recent videos, you have seen that I am leaving China and why I am leaving China. I've also shared with you that I looked for property in Portugal during Chinese New Year. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure to check them out. I'll link them in the description or you can click on them here. So why Portugal? And why not the Netherlands or the United States or anywhere else for that matter? Well, the first reason is the cost of living. After Miguel and I decided to leave China and started looking at countries where we could and would consider moving to, we obviously looked at the cost of living in those countries. If any of you are living or have been living in the United States, Miguel's home country, you probably know that the cost of living has increased a lot in the last couple of years due to inflation. We knew this was the case, but Miguel, really noticed it when he traveled to Florida in December of 2023. It's similar for the Netherlands, though. The Netherlands is one of the more expensive countries in Europe to live in. Groceries, rent, insurance, and so on all cost quite a bit in the Netherlands. Although the cost of living has been going up in Portugal also, it hasn't increased as much as in some other European countries. Portugal is actually in the top 10 of cheapest countries to live in, and so yeah, it is a more affordable choice. Another reason I chose Portugal as a country to live in is the climate. The warm Mediterranean climate really attracts me. I love warm weather, sitting in the sun, and generally I feel much better in warm and sunny weather. I tend to be cold a lot, especially my hands and feet are often cold, so living in a country that is warm really is, that sounds really appealing. And yes, I know Beijing can get hot too. The summers are really hot here, but it's really a different kind of heat, I feel. And on top of that, the winters here are really cold. They can get very long. And the worst part is that they are pretty dry. Moving on to the next reason, and the next reason is culture. Portugal offers a rich and diverse cultural history. It is a country that celebrates its past while also embracing the present. From captivating architecture to vibrant festivals and art scenes, Portugal has a unique charm that captivates the heart and soul of the people who travel there. I got to experience a little bit of that, of the festival specifically when I was there in February during the carnival, which was really a great experience. It was great to see all the people out on the streets celebrating, dressed up, and having a good time. Last summer when I was in Porto, Lisbon, and in Castelo Branco, I saw a lot of the amazing architecture and history. I really enjoyed seeing that, and that was really only a small part of everything that the country has to offer. So I can't wait to get there and explore more of the historical architecture. The fourth reason that I have chosen to move to Portugal is the food. Yes, you hear that right? The food. I am a foodie and I love food. I love to eat, and I love to eat local dishes when I travel. And after living in China for 14 years and enjoying all of the amazing food China has to offer, I'm really excited for a new food adventure in Portugal. And because Portugal sits on the Atlantic, you can find mouth-watering seafood dishes there. It also has a really nice coffee and pastry culture that I'm excited to explore. And then there's also a lot of fresh produce, mostly oranges, lemons, olives, like a lot, which, I can't wait to enjoy all of that. There's such an abundance of these things that I can't wait to eat them, make jams with those fruits, juices, and use them when cooking. And of course, I can find these things on local markets first, but later on, I hope that I can all take that from my own garden and grow my own food and use my own produce. Next up are the people. Before I came to Portugal for the first time, I heard a lot about the people and how friendly they are. So when I visited Portugal last summer and in February, I wasn't too surprised by how friendly the people actually are. Most of the people I met were very helpful and patient. We even just had an experience where we were at an government office and we could not communicate with the person there. We tried it different ways. And then there was somebody who was able to translate for us. So that was super helpful and really friendly. And I feel like the Portuguese have a very strong sense of community and they really value family and friends. So I hope that once I'm settled in, I get to experience that and be able to make friends, and Portuguese friends. The final reason that I am choosing to live in Portugal are the prices of property. Although living in the United States was never really on our radar, we did look on Zillow for properties in the recent years, just for fun to see what was out there. And most of the houses that Miguel and I saw online were out of our budget and also in areas that we didn't really like. And it seemed that we would have to get a high mortgage in order to get a house that would provide us with all the things that we would want. Obviously, we also looked at moving to the Netherlands and buying property there because, well, I am from the Netherlands, so it would be easy to live there. I could find a job, I speak the language, know the culture, and because Miguel and I are married, it would be relatively easy for him to get a residency there, and then my family would be close by. So those are all like reasons to move to the Netherlands. But the cost of housing is really wild. We wouldn't be able to purchase a house without a mortgage, which would be extremely hard for me to get because I've been gone for so long and I don't have a job yet. So we would have to rent first. La complicated. And then also, the prices are insane. People are paying way more than the asking price. They're overbidding and it's a really tough competition to be in. In Portugal, however, you are able to purchase a house with some land for in my opinion, way more reasonable price. Especially when you choose to live in a smaller town and not live close to a city like Lisbon or Porto. There's really a way smaller chance that somebody's going to overpay, offer more than the asking price, so to say. And from my experience so far, it also seems that most of the people who are selling their property don't really want to get the highest price possible. They want to sell their house. That's really, what I noticed when going through the process of buying something. Most people really just want to sell. So here you've got it. The 6 main reasons I have decided to move to Portugal. From what I've gathered so far, it has everything I am looking for, from affordable living, a nice climate, charming properties, and more. I'm really excited for this new upcoming adventure, and I can't wait to share all of my experiences with you. If you want to see what it was like looking for a house and property in Portugal, you can check out this video here. And before you move on to the next video, make sure to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.